Good morning, students. Today we are going to begin a new chapter, chapter 13, Manufacturing Industries. What is the meaning of manufacturing industries? Manufacturing is the production of products for use or sale using labor and machines, tools and chemical or biological processing or formulation. It is the essence of secondary sector of the economy. So industries are very important for our economy of the country. So when we come to the lesson, we'll see that the process in which man can change the natural resources into usable condition according to his intellectual, cultural and economic capacity is called industry. So you can underline your textbook what is industry. So what is industry? The process, through the process of the man, the natural resources making as a usable condition using their intellectual, cultural and economic capacity is called industry. So you can underline your textbook. In India, the industrial tradition are found since Indus Valley civilization. From the Indus Valley civilization, this industrial tradition we can see. At that time, India used to prepare cotton textile, clay utensils, bronze items and beads. From that time, these are the industries were. Up to 18th century, India was ahead in the shipbuilding industry. So shipbuilding industry is also established. India was also ahead in handicraft and in cottage industries. There was a heavy demand of Indian cotton cloth, muslin cloth, metal utensils and ornaments. So that is why the industries are important for our countries, because these all the things are very demanded for other countries from us. With the beginning of Industrial Revolution in England, the Britishers used to take away raw material, especially raw cotton, because they liked our things. That is why from the beginning of our Industrial Revolutions, the Britishers are trying to take that raw material from our country, especially the cotton raw material. They used to follow the policy of selling the goods manufactured in England at a higher price in India, so that India market would be collapsed. How this market, our Indian market will be collapsed? Because they were using our cotton and they are manufacturing in a that high price and selling it here. That is why our Indian market would collapse. This damaged the textile industry and the Indian craftsman of India heavily. So importance of industries. What are the importance of our industries? Today, the existence of nation depends only on the development of industries, because our existence depends on the industries. Because we can see many people are working in different countries, the different industries that they are saving or they are savings having to for our life. So, economic development without the industrial progress will be impossible. That is why economic development is needed. That is why industrial progress also needed. That is why in the development of industries are more in our country. Those countries which have developed more industrial have strengthened their economy equally. How we are understanding our economy is strengthened or what is it in the weakened depends on the industry. Countries like United States of America, Russia, Japan, South Korea are prosperous and developed nations on the basis of their industrial development. So these are the countries how they developed because of their industrial development only. Which are the countries? Countries like United States of America, Russia, Japan, South Korea. And these are the countries are very prosperous and developed nations. Those countries where industries are either not developed or are less developed are not capable to harness the natural resources as industrial raw material. They have to sell their natural resources at a cheaper price and purchase the things made of the same raw material from foreigners at the higher prices. Manufacturing industries contribute about 29% of the national production of India. So you can underline your textbook. Manufacturing industries contributed how much? 29% for the national production of India or in our country. The administrative policy of British rule broke the backbone of India industrial structure. During the slavery period, industries with modern methods could not be started in India. In 1853, the first industrial complex of iron furnace based on charcoal was founded, but it is failed. The one of the industry that was which one? Then iron furnace. Then first successful attempt was made in 1854. So it is established in the year of 53. So the some kind of success was there. Then in the year of 1855 in cotton industry. Thereafter a jute mill was established in 1855 at Risra near Kolkata. In 1874, a factory was founded at Kulti for making iron ore, which was closed after few years. So one of the iron industry also established. It was restarted in 1881. In 1907, a new dimension was provided with the founding of Tata Iron and Steel Company at Jamshedpur. So you can underline so that Tata Iron and Steel Company were at Jamshedpur. Then the classification of industry, how the industries are divided or the classified. Industries are divided on the basis of human labor, ownership and source of raw material. So you can underline your textbook, the classification of industry. The industries are divided on the basis of human labor, ownership and the source of raw material. On the basis of human labor, the industry can be divided as small scale and large scale industries. On the basis of human labor or the human work, the industries can be divided as which are the types? The small scale and large scale. So you can underline that also. Those industries where more employment is available is known as large scale industry. The large scale industries, what happen? The more employment is available. So it is known as that large scale industry. That also important. What is large scale industry? Example, cotton textile industry. So cotton textile industry is one of the example for large scale industry. So you can underline your textbook. The large scale industries examples are cotton textile industry. When an industry is under the direction of an individual's ownership and the number of laborers is also less, it is called a small scale industry. So small scale industries are under the control of the individual ownership and also the number of labor is also less. So that is known as that is small scale industry. So the large scale industry, then employment availability is more, that is why it is known as that large scale. Then small scale industries are what is in the laborers number is very less, as well as the direction is under the individual's ownership. So that is why it is called as that small scale industry. Example, sugar industry. So then we have that for the large scale industries, example is given for cotton industry, small scale industry is sugar. Besides these, industries can be classified as private, public, collaborative and cooperative groups. Again, these industries can be classified. How? Which are the types? The private type is there, public type is there, collaborative type is there and cooperative groups. So industries can be classified in many ways. Already we have seen there are many types of industries. On the basis of the source of the raw material, the industries can be classified into agro-based industries and mineral-based industries. So you can underline that on the basis of source of the raw material. The source of raw material based, the industry can be divided as two, which are the agro-based industries and mineral based industries according to the base of raw material industry. The first we will see that the agro based industry. What is agro based industry? Cotton, textile, jute, silk, woolen, textile, sugar, paper, etc. are industries based on the raw material obtained from activity based on agriculture. So you can give the example for the in the agro-based industries. Agro-based industries are cotton, textile, then jute, silk, woolen textile, sugar, paper, etc. These all under the raw material based. Then cotton textile industry. Garment means the clothes. The garment industry has an important place in the industrial economy of India. So this is also one of the industrial economy of the India. What is it? Garment industry. This industry provides employment to about 3.5 crore people. So that much people can be work on this industry, in the garment industry. Textile industry is the industry which provides maximum employment in the country. That is why the textile industry or the garment industries are giving the maximum employment to the country people. So you can underline that the textile industry is the industry which provides maximum employment in the country. India holds second rank after China in the export of cotton textile. So in the export of cotton textile, India holds the second rank. You can underline the first is China. It is the main industry from production and employment points of view. So one of the important industries, that is cotton industry. The first cotton mill was established in Mumbai. Underline that one. The first cotton mill was established in Mumbai. Then thereafter Shahpur mills and calico mills were established in Ahmedabad in Gujarat. The first mill was established in Mumbai, then afterwards in Gujarat. Then in the place of Shahpur mills and calico mills were established in Ahmedabad also. In the initial years or in the beginning years, the cotton textile mills were established in Mumbai and Ahmedabad. Already we said about. These mills were established due to the cheap cotton, availability of labor, transport facilities, port for export and favorable market. So why these mills were established? Because the cheap cotton was there, availability of labors were there, transport facility were there, and also port were there for exporting the thing. Today, cotton textile mills are located in about 600 cities in the country. So, the 100 cities in the country, the cotton mill textiles were there. Main traditional and important centers at present are Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Bhiwandi, Solapur, Kolhapur, Nagpur, Indore and Ujjain. In these are the places that some of the traditional and important centers were there for the cotton industry or the textile industry. There are more mills in Mumbai in Maharashtra, hence it is also called as a cotton polish of India. So, which place is known as that cotton polish of India? Mumbai in Maharashtra. So, that is why it is called cotton polish India. So, you can underline your textbook. So, if they are asking the map also, you can write. Then cotton polish of India. Where it is? In Maharashtra. The industry is also established at Pune, Kolhapur, Aurangabad, Jalgaon cities. In Gujarat, Ahmedabad is called as Manchester of East or Denim City of India. Underline that one, very important. The Gujarat, Ahmedabad is called Manchester of East, or the other name is that Denim City of India. So you may get in a map also to locate the Denim City of India. You can underline that Gujarat or the Manchester of the East. Where is it? In India, Gujarat. Besides, cities like Vadodara, Kalol, Bharuch, Surat, Porbandar, Bhavnagar, Rajkot, etc. also included. Coimbatore is the main center of Tamil Nadu. That Coimbatore is the main center. Chennai and Madurai cities are also included. Main centers in Uttar Pradesh and Kanpur, Etawah, Agra, Lucknow, etc. Indore, Gwalior, Ujjain and Devas are main centers of these industries in Madhya Pradesh. In West Bengal, Kolkata, Howrah, Murshidabad are major centers of industries in are the major centers. Cotton textile industry was set up also in Rajasthan, Punjab and Haryana. So you can locate many places. The cotton industry is one of the cotton industry place. You can locate any one of these places. Given that Gujarat, Maharashtra, also that Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Lucknow, many are there. So any one of the place you can underline or you can locate. Extensive market centers, transportation, banks and electricity have contributed considerably in decentralization of this industry. For these industries, these are the main important things, which are the transportation is needed, market centers is needed, and also the bank, electricity, everything is one of the important for the textile or the industry. Today, cotton in textile industry is facing a tough competition due to the factors like inadequate supply of best variety of cotton. Inadequate means the lack of the proper. So that proper that variety of cotton is not there in the best variety of cotton. That is the one of the problem we are facing. Use of old machinery, that also one of the problem facing, and also irregular electricity supply. The proper electricity supply is not there. Competition from artificial fiber cloth in the market and keen competition in global market. These are the some of the tough competition, the problems we are facing. Inadequate, what is in the best quality of the cotton, and also the lack of machinery, irregular electricity and supply, competition from artificial fiber cloth. These are the some of the reasons. In India, exports cotton textile cloth to Russia, United Kingdom, United States of America, Sudan, Nepal, Australia, France and South African countries. So we are exporting our cotton and what is it in the cotton textile cloth to these are the country we are exporting. Next we will see that the jute textile industry. What is jute? Jute is the second rank majority industry of India. So you can underline, so for jute the second rank. Then it holds the first place in the production of jute and goods made from jute. India is at the second place after Bangladesh in the export of jute. So the first place for the exporting jute is Bangladesh. Then our country is having the second position. So India is the second place after the Bangladesh. Of the total jute production of the country, West Bengal produces about 80%, Andhra Pradesh about 10%, and the rest is produced by Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Assam and Tripura. So in these all the places also producing the less quantity of the jute. Much water is needed to purify jute. For the jute cultivation need more, the jute textile industry need the more water. Water is needed. That is why much water is needed to purify the jute. So most of the mills are located on the bank of Hooghly River because water is necessary. This industry is concentrated in West Bengal due to cheap labor force, banks and insurance coverage, port for the export facility, etc. So these are the some of the reason concentrating for this jute exporting. That is why this industry is concentrated in West Bengal. Then due to what? The cheap labor force, the bank and insurance coverage, port for the export facility. These are the things, main reason. Today, the demand for the jute has decreased because of other option in packing material for goods. So, our jute, demand is become very less now. Jute industry is facing such a problem like more cost of production and decreasing demand of jute international market. Next, we will see that silk industry, silk textile industry. Silk production has a long tradition because from the long time ago our this silk production tradition is there. After China, India ranks second in the world in silk production. So in the world, then in the silk production, India is having the second rank. The first is for China. So in the silk production, India holds the second rank. Then in India, 4 types of silk are produced. These are mulberry, eri, taza and monka. These are the 4 types of silk. You can underline your textbook. There are 4 types of silk are produced in India. Mulberry silk, eri silk, taza silk and monka silk. Today, there are about 300 silk weaving mills in India. Then that weaving mills are in India around 300. Major states producing silk are Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Punjab, Jammu Kashmir. In these are the places also then silk production is there. Silken cloths are exported to Europe, Africa and Gulf countries. So our production that we are exporting our silk cloth. Then besides, there are also exported to Germany, Singapore, not only in these other places, then exporting to Germany, Singapore, USA, Kuwait, Malaysia and Russia. In international market, Indian silk is facing a tough competition from China. Here also we are facing some of the problem in front of China because we are facing some of the competition because the China also producing and the best quality silk already we said about in the world. Then China is the first rank is in the first place, second is for India. That is why we are having some competition with China. And so students, today we have seen some of the important thing which are the what are the importance of our industries, the classification of industries and also some of cotton industry, jute industries and silk industries we have discussed today's class. Next we will see in the next part. Thank you student. Thank you for listening my class.